And we go around to all the neighborhoods handing out skateboards. And the Bro Bowl is the first place stop they go to.
We did Boards for Bros back then, but not by choice. You know what I mean? Boards for Bros has actually been going on for years and years and years and years. You know, when that kid just comes in and just, can I ride your board? You're like trying to be cool. Yeah, sure, here you go. He rides right down and out the back end, picks your board off and just takes off running into the hood. I remember my friends used to be like, well, Chuck, you're black, go get it. You know, they won't hurt you in there. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
It's all about changing the kid's life. Because you could give a kid a skateboard and save his life, believe it or not.
When I was skating here the other day, I saw a couple kids with Boards for Bros boards, and I was like, wow. I don't know if we gave them to them directly or they were given the boards from someone else that we gave them to. But man, they're getting used.
Changed my life. A lot of my friends changed their life. So, you know, here we are now. We all still around it. You know what I'm saying? Kept us out of trouble.
On a good day when it's all in harmony, you really can't beat it. Since they took the projects away, it's really not the same. I mean, it's kind of good because you don't have them in your way, but at the same time, it's like they were the bull security blanket. Now that the projects and the kids are gone, they really, you know, the city can do whatever they want, so it's kind of messed up.
I was getting a little concerned recently when I heard that they might be bulldozing it.
No. Nah, they can't destroy this. This is nice.
This ball is going to be legendary.
I love that thing. I mean, it's always going to have a special place in my heart, for sure.
Leave it alone. Why they got to take it out?
I'm having a problem, hard problem coping with that. Real angry, hurt.
The Bro Bowl in downtown Tampa is a public open-air skateboarding site. A cement depression in the inner-city Perry Harvey Park, painted green with mounds built into the middle. And it's one of the oldest such places in the country, built when the new sport, skateboarding, rolled out of California in the late 1970s. Yet soon, it may itself be history. Brad Suter is the Tampa Parks and Recreation project manager in charge of redeveloping Perry Harvey Park, home of the Bro Bowl.
Central Park Village is a new development that is proposed to be built in the vicinity of Perry Harvey Park.
They wanted to redo all downtown, so they wanted to get rid of the bowl. So everyone started a petition, signed names, and then they had meetings.
I was not aware of the passion, and so many people have written me from Puerto Rico to the UK to Montana and New Mexico, who either grew up in Tampa or come to Tampa regularly and have stories about the bowl.
Tampa Parks and Rec project manager Brad Suter says the city is dedicated to keeping skateboarding in the park, just in a different location.
So the guy I talked to at the city, Brad Suter, he's like, look, he goes, don't even try to fight to save the bowl. He goes, it's going to be gone in 10 years anyway. He goes, there's going to be a huge, significant part of it that's going to have to be ripped out.
Its options are relocating it or destroying it altogether because the city is under orders from the Florida Department of Transportation to widen Orange Avenue, where the bowl is located.
So your best bet is to fight the fight of getting a proper public skate park built on the property.
You know, currently right now, the way things are shaping up, it looks like the skateboard element will be to the north end of the park. Whether we need to or actually recreate that bowl as it is right now, we are in a position to do that.
The city of Tampa will demolish the original Bro Bowl and rebuild it north of its current site. This disappoints local skateboarding enthusiasts.
That bowl has been there probably longer than some of the people that's trying to tear it down.
It would be awesome to hang on to and probably try to make modern stuff around it, but usually they want to pull them out, which is a shame because it's just so much of Tampa's history in skateboarding.
It's a part of history, it's a part of Tampa history, part of black history in its own weird way, but it's also part of skateboarding history, in general, Florida skateboarding history. You know, a lot of top skaters came out of Florida. You know, everybody skated Bro Bowl, everybody has Bro Bowl story.
So what's the big deal about a cement depression bordered by housing projects to the east, the interstate to the north, and downtown to the south? It's been touched by the wheels of the world's best-known skateboarder, Tony Hawk.
Well, Tony Hawk Underground contacted us to have a skate park in there. And what happened was it went into like, oh, we'll just do a whole thing on Tampa. So our job at the park, a few of us worked on the project, was walk the guys through skate park and then bring them to different spots in town. So we brought them here, Blue 10, 2001, and then Chapin's Gap up there in North Tampa. I think there was another spot or two on there. But yeah, we worked hand in hand with those guys. It was pretty impressive when I actually saw the game.
It's got the spot and the Pro Bowl in there, but on one of the levels, I guess there's a little kid ducking and coming out and like throwing stuff at you. So that's just funny that they, did that.
It's an honor to be in a game like that, and being even in Tony Hawk's games at all. He's one of the few dudes that I'm still starstruck by. He's a big deal. He's a big deal to me.
It's actually a landmark. It's made it on video games, the Tony Hawk video game.
Skating it is history, so it might be fun in the future without that, but it'll never have the same character unless we hang on to that original concrete.
It does mean a lot to skateboarders. It's been there 30 years. The oldest park is Kona in Florida, and for us, that's a monument.
70s, you got to figure the Pro Bowl in Kona is probably the last one standing from the 70s.
So far, they tore down everything around it, but the bowl. It's still there, and every day you can ride by there and still see kids skating it.
If it does get torn down and something new gets built, hopefully the inspiration of that gravity-flowed skate park can still be part of that design, because skate parks in general are missing that. They're so focused on the ledge or the pool, or they're not focused on this flowing thing. They make this basically crash zone as a modern skate park. Well, the Pro Bowl is sort of a crash zone too, but at least you go down and you get in a circular mode, go down the drain.
Here's my question: who's going to build the Pro Bowl replica? I think a Pro Bowl replica is in the making.
Well, see, I think the new Pro Bowl needs to have the same hill coming down, the same curve, but then when you come around the bowl, in essence, it comes back to where you start. When you climb up the stairs, you go down again. And it's a one-way path. It's not a two-way direction.
That's no fun. You have to have the two-way direction. That's what made it fun. You got to have head-ons. Come on. That was all the fun. When we'd get in there, we'd just go nuts and hit each other and stuff.
6 people at a time, just looping around.
Yeah.
Well, the greatest thing about that bowl is you can take anybody of any caliber to it. Because it's got the hill on it, it's a gravity skate park. There aren't many skate parks where you can use gravity and no skill at all to go ride them. So it's got this interesting characteristic. My daughter's 13 and my son's 8, and it's their favorite place they've ever skateboarded in the world, because their skill isn't that great, but they go to the top of the hill and gravity takes them down and around and they love it.
It's not super gnarly, so you can make it gnarly, but if you're like Tully or someone that just gets crazy, just tears it up. But you could bring your little kid and he could just roll down and carve around and then keep working his way up the walls.
Kids love it. They can just go down and carve or turn around and don't have to really know how to do anything, You don't even have to know how to kick, turn, or anything. You just have to know how to ride.
I hope it's still there, so my son that's 4, when he starts being able to rip, we can go there and, we could all kind of cruise around.
I got a 9-year-old son, Mike Jr. Basically the only place he really liked to skate, because he ain't got a kick. He just go down and carve in.
My wife skated it about 1.5 years ago. She does some business in Tampa, and she was there, I think, it's seriously like 1.5 years ago, and she went and skated. She pulled up, got out and skated the Pro Bowl. Which, she loves the Pro Bowl. She skated it probably half a dozen times herself.
As much time as I spent there since I was 14 years old to I'm 41 years old now. And I brought my daughter and my wife there. I've been there with all my friends over the years, and I really appreciate it.
It's kind of a bummer to hear that it's going away. Gonna miss the Pro Bowl and the whole scene, but I guess everything comes to an end.
trying to skate it the most we can and to the end.
I just keep going until one day I see the bulldozers there, I guess.
Just for all y'all that didn't come skate the bowl, you missed out. If you had one day in Tampa and you were here and you had a skateboard in your car or had a bus ticket and you didn't make it here, you're f***ing lost. You should have been here. You should have skated it. Because once it's gone, there'll never be another Bro Bowl.